Welcome to the most amazing adventure. Meet Robot Rusty, a brave little robot who wants to make some new friends. Rusty lives in a beautiful meadow, but he's never really met any other robots or creatures before, and he's feeling a bit lonely. So, he's decided to go on a big adventure to find some friends. Whoosh! He opens the big, red door and steps out into the unknown. What will he find on the other side? As Rusty walks through the tunnel, he hears a funny sound, like someone is playing a kazoo. He follows the sound and finds himself sliding down a super cool, curly slide. Whee! This is so much fun. Rusty is laughing and shouting with delight. He's never felt so free. And then, Rusty meets a happy hedgehog named Hector. Hector is so excited to meet Rusty, and he gives him a big, warm welcome. Isn't Hector just the coolest? Rusty is so happy to have met his first friend. They shake hands, or rather, Rusty shakes Hector's prickly spines. Hee hee. Hector takes Rusty to his secret garden. It's a magical place, filled with the most amazing flowers and plants. Rusty has never seen anything like it before. They walk along a winding path, and Rusty hears the gentle sound of birds singing, and the soft splash of water. What could that be? And then, they come across a beautiful, sparkling pond. Look! There are ducks swimming and playing in the water. Quack, quack. Rusty loves watching the ducks, and Hector tells him that this pond is very special. It's where all the creatures in the forest come to play and have fun. Boom! A big, old tree stump in the middle of the pond starts to glow. Wow! The old tree stump is magic. It's glowing, and Rusty can see a beautiful, shimmering light coming from inside. Hector tells him that this stump is where all the creatures in the forest come to make wishes. Rusty is so excited. He's never made a wish before. What will he wish for? Rusty closes his eyes, makes a wish, and blows on the tree stump. Whoosh! The stump starts to glow even brighter, and colorful lights start to swirl around them. Rusty wished for more friends. And look! The lights are taking them on a wild adventure. Whee! Rusty and Hector are on a wild adventure. They're twisting and turning through a rainbow-colored landscape. They're meeting all sorts of creatures along the way. There are butterflies, and birds, and even a few friendly dragons. Roar! And then, they meet a friendly dragon. Isn't he just the coolest? The dragon's name is Blaze, and he's so happy to meet Rusty and Hector. Blaze tells them that he loves making new friends, and he's always up for a fun adventure. Wow! Blaze is putting on a fireworks show. But instead of burning anything, the fire turns into sparkling fireworks. Look! The sky is filled with a beautiful, shimmering light. Rusty and Hector are watching in amazement. Boom! The fireworks explode in a riot of color and sound. And then, they're in the middle of a big party. There are creatures everywhere, all having fun and laughing together. Rusty is so happy to have made so many new friends. They're all playing games, and eating cake, and having the best time. Whoosh! The party is getting bigger and bigger. Now it's time for the cake cutting ceremony. Rusty, Hector, and Blaze are standing in front of the cake, ready to cut it and share it with all their friends. The cake is decorated with colorful patterns, and it looks so delicious. Rusty is honored to be a part of this special moment. And then, the party turns into a big dance party. Everyone is dancing and laughing together. Rusty, Hector, and Blaze are in the middle of the dance floor, dancing and spinning around. They're having the time of their lives. Twirl. The dance party ends with a big confetti explosion. Look! The air is filled with colorful, swirling pieces of paper. Rusty and his friends are cheering and clapping, and having the best time. Pop! Now it's time to say goodbye to all the new friends Rusty has made, but don't worry, they'll all meet again soon. Rusty is so happy to have had such an amazing adventure. He's learned that making friends is the most important thing of all. Rusty starts his journey back home, feeling happy and content. He's had the best adventure ever. He's made so many new friends, and he can't wait to tell them all about it. Whoosh! He walks through the meadow, feeling the warm sun on his face. And then, Rusty returns home to a big welcome. All his friends are waiting for him, with big, happy smiles and open arms. They're all so happy to see him, and they can't wait to hear all about his amazing adventure. Now Rusty gets to tell all his friends about his adventure, and he's using big, expressive gestures and funny voices. They're all laughing and cheering, and having the best time. Rusty is so happy to have shared his story with his friends. And finally, Rusty and all his friends have a big group hug. They're all squeezing each other tightly, and smiling happily. They're so happy to be friends. This is the end of Rusty's adventure, but it's just the beginning of all the fun times they'll have together. And that's the story of Robot Rusty's big adventure. Rusty found what he was looking for. Friends. And he had the most amazing time. We hope you enjoyed the story, and we'll see you next time, for another fun adventure. Thanks for joining us on this amazing adventure. We hope you had as much fun as we did. Rusty is waving goodbye, and we'll see you next time, for another exciting story. Bye for now. The credits are rolling, and we're saying goodbye to all the creative people who helped make this story come to life. Thanks to everyone who worked on this production, you're all the best. And that's the end of our story. Thanks for watching. We hope you had a blast. Don't forget to tune in next time, for another fun adventure. And as a special bonus, here's a little extra scene. Rusty and his friends are playing a fun game together. They're laughing and having a great time. We hope you enjoyed this little extra treat. And that's really the end of our story. Thanks for watching. We hope you had fun. Rusty is waving goodbye, and we'll see you next time, for another exciting adventure. Bye for now.